Hey, what up? It's Will Maker. Today I'm going to go over my top 5 plugins that I use for mastering. So with that, let's go ahead and dive in. So first on my list is the Brainworks BX Digital V3. It has a mono section EQ. This also has a stereo section EQ. And then you got your effects right here. So this was also the first commercially available EQ with mid-side processing. I like this for a few reasons. I really like the mono maker, which a lot of the Brainworks plugins do have. This allows me to keep my kick and my bass in mono, which is what I prefer. So I also like this stereo width button. It doesn't feel too overdone, which some stereo width buttons to me feel a little overdone. And overall, the EQ sounds good. The other thing I like about the EQ is the auto solo and auto listen. So if I want to hear the frequency that I want to boost or cut, it automatically solos that. This allows you to really get in and boost or cut the frequency that you're listening for. Next on my list is going to be the Shadow Hills mastering compressor. This is modeled after the original hardware unit. This compressor has an optical setting and a discrete compressor setting. The good thing about this is you can actually use both. The optical is set up like an LA2A, so there's a fixed attack and release time, and the discrete allows you to set your own attack and release time. You have a stereo mix knob right here. You have a sidechain feature here, which allows you to filter out some of the low end. This shows the output of the VU meter, so if you want the optical to show here or the discrete or the output, it's for both sides. You can do this in dual mono or stereo. You also have 3 transformers here. I look at the nickel as a more polished high end. The irons is the mids, and if I want saturation to be more on the low end, I'll go with the steel. Overall, I just really like the sound of this compressor. And here's a light setting example. In that example, you can hear it more with the kick. The kick is popping out a little bit more without the compressor, and with the compressor, it tucks in the kick a little bit more. So next is going to be the Sonnox Oxford Inflator. This is a simple but really powerful plugin. If you want some extra warmth or loudness, this is a plugin I definitely recommend. For the most part, I just use the effect knob. I'll slightly adjust the curve. It's a little brighter going up, a little darker going down, and I usually leave the clip on. This is what it sounds like. So really nice plugin. Next is another plugin alliance plugin. This is the ADPTR AB Metric. And I use this during mixing and mastering. This easily allows you to A and B a mix. Down here is where you just put in the track that you want to compare your track to. You can put in multiple tracks, so you can A and B a mix. So here's an example. And then the cool thing is you have a spectrum analyzer. So that way you can see where your EQ curves are. I use a stereo image display as well. The dynamics as well, so I can see how loud I'm getting. And then you have a loudness meter as well. So really helpful plugin. Next is going to be the Pro Q3. So this is definitely my EQ of choice when I'm going into mastering. And of course, I love how transparent the Pro Q3 is, and it's really easy to use. The display's great. So I have nothing but good things to say about the Pro Q3. Lastly is another FabFilter plugin, the Pro L2. Like most FabFilter plugins, the quality is amazing, and this doesn't disappoint. It has a great display, the attack and release settings down here. You have a few different style settings. You got your LUF analyzer, and most of all, I really like the sound of this. So I have nothing but good things to say about the Pro L2 as well. This was actually my first FabFilter plugin, and needless to say, I'm still using it to this day. So there you have it, my top 5 plugins that I use for mastering. So if you like content like this, please feel free to like and subscribe. Other than that, peace out.